Hey everybody, welcome back to the Kids Kitchen Show, back in my kitchen. Today we are making mashed turnips and carrots. I'm combining them because I think they are good friends. They're both root vegetables and they can cook together pretty well as far as the consistency and all of that. So a little backstory about these turnips is that my husband grew them and they're like the perfect size right now. So I was harvesting them this morning. I love harvesting our own produce, don't you? And he was driving away, and so I walked by the car and I showed him the turnips and he got really excited. He is the definition of sentimental eater. He really cares about the food that he grows. A little bit too much if you ask me, but anyway, so I really wanted to make sure that we do what he wants us to do with the turnips because he grew them from seeds and really tended, and he thinned them and watered them. Anyway, so he said mashed and then he drove away. So that's why we're having mashed turnips tonight. And very simple. I'm just going to boil the carrots and the turnips together and then do a little bit of butter garlic sauce and then mash them up and maybe sprinkle a little bit with some herbs on top. So it's a really good substitute for like mashed potatoes, but you know what? They stand on their own. They're turnips, carrots, so good. Okay, so I already chopped up some of the turnips and the carrots, about 2 cups each. And I just want to show you, so I'm going to use 3 cloves of garlic. So let's just mince that here because I want to just have that infused in nicely, and when they're nice and small, just better flavor that way, right? Kind of like almost like brown butter garlic sauce. Okay, so that's good. So we'll put that aside. And then as far as the turnips go, usually if you get them in the store, you just get just the turnips already. But if they come with the greens, you can save the greens, but just chop the top part off and then the root part off like that. And I usually peel the turnips because some of them have like a blemish like that. So if they're like perfect, you really don't have to because the skin is so thin that you can just boil them without peeling. But since I'm already peeling, I'm going to keep peeling. Why not? I actually enjoy peeling things. It's very meditative for me. And I remember when I was a kid, there used to be like this little competition of who can peel things in one go. And for whatever reason, I was really good at it. So there you go. And I know that this might look silly for non-Thai Asian people, but this is how we peel. In Thailand is we peel away from us, and we really use the index finger to guide the peeling. I know my kids think it's the silliest, funniest thing, but you know what? You just do whatever you were taught how to do as a kid and just stayed with me. Okay, so there you go. You can peel with a peeler, you could peel your own special way. Doesn't matter, just get it done. All right, so I'm going to like quarter it just so they're about the same size. And then why not, I'm going to also just chop so I have dill. He also grew the dill. Very, very sentimental about the dill as well. I'm just going to do like a couple of tablespoons of herbs, dill, and green onions. That's just what came from our garden as well. And so I'll put that on the side, save it, and then put that, sprinkle that on top when we're all done. So boil, we're gonna boil these guys first, and then I'll show you how we do the rest. They have been in this boiling water for about 16, 17 minutes. So check here, just with a fork. Yep, that is ready. So the pot is heating up, and I will add to it a couple tablespoons of butter and let that really melt, but not too melty. I'll add the garlic in there and a little bit of the herb that we chopped up earlier. So it's almost like creating this buttery sauce for the turnips and the carrots. It's not pretty, it smells amazing, you all. And then just maybe a minute, just before it gets brown, we'll add our vegetables, the roots. There. And here's the fun part, is the mashing. So I'm going to turn the heat super low. So I feel like it needs a little bit of liquid, so I'm going to add this really lovely local oat milk to it. Maybe just like a quarter of a cup, not much. And then let it simmer, salt and pepper. Let's do a little taste. It's good. A little bit more salt. So I just covered up the turnips and the carrots just for a few more minutes, and we'll just, it's done basically. So mash it until to your liking, the consistency that you like, salt and pepper, and I think it's going to make the best side dish for this lovely summer day.